guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale, and thank you for clicking on this video. You probably won't regret it. It's going to be some amazing gameplay. There's been a lot of standout performances so far in Clash Royale League. Notably, Royale's been tearing it up, CMC, we have Razzer, IMJP, and of course Canario. But one guy who, in my opinion, has absolutely been dominating is my old Kings Cup 2 Viva La Sparky teammate Vulkan. He's been on the channel a few times before, guys, but I really want to go ahead and highlight 3 matches for you guys that just incredible, all for different reasons. The first match is going to be a Sparky deck. I mean, you know, again, you gotta give love for the Sparky deck. It's the first Sparky deck that I've seen in CRL. However, I'm sure I missed one along the way. And the second match is going to be illustrating just one incredibly heads-up pro play that won the entire match for Vulkan against Hazard. And the third match is going to be just some of the most amazing gameplay I've seen. Vulkan versus Carter to clinch the victory for his team against NRG in King of the Hill in the final match last night. So guys, if you didn't see this live, please tune in till the end. You won't regret it. And if you did see it live, I invite you to go ahead and relive the magic of the dominant Vulkan performance. So guys, let's go ahead and get right into it here. I do want to give a special shout out to PP Prashant. He is the first ever Indian esport player in the United States to ever get a visa in any esport at all and across the world. So I thought that was really, really cool. So again, and this was his debut, by the way. What a tough debut going against Vulkan, basically the 1v1 god so far in CRL, maybe with Canario. Those guys have just been absolutely just unbelievable. Vulkan, the thing about him is he rarely even makes a mistake. Like, even minor mistakes, you just don't see them from Vulkan. And in this matchup, maybe he kind of scouted against PP. Maybe he suspected his comfort zone was a golem deck, because he played a beautiful counter deck in the Sparky Giant. And you're going to see the power of the Sparky. And there's one particular point in this match that I really want to point out to you guys. Now, this is going to be a huge monster push here. It's going to be a giant bat surrounding that baby dragon, Sparky coming in tow, and it's going to be a beautiful tower connection on Sparky here. Despite the Mega Minion, Sparky was ready, and then with Sparky and a few swings from the giant and the Royal Ghost getting the last swing in there, takes down that left tower. Now with about a minute left in this match, all Vulkan has to do is just defend. So Vulkan has been absolutely, just like I said, just really playing well. In a lot of ways, he's been kind of carrying TSM on his shoulders. That's not to take away from the other guys who have been playing very well as well, but just Vulkan has been just next level A tier player. So here he's going to stop the Prince charge with the log. He's also going to send in that fireball to take care of the Night Witch along with the log. He's going to use his giant to tank. Now check this out, guys. This is going to be beautiful. Spirit Goblins are going to help out, also distracting that Prince. And then another Golem by PP at the left bridge. Another Sparky by Vulkan. It's dual lane Sparky here to defend. He throws up the early GG. He has giant to distract that Night Witch. And then with 5 seconds left, the Golem's going to do some damage, but he's not going to do enough. And there it is. Good game by Vulkan, and he gives a little grin because he knows he just won with Sparky, and he's just one match away at this point. Remember, King of the Hill format, which is, by the way, the best part of CRL in my opinion. He's not 1 win, my bad. He's 2 wins away. Now he's 1 win away if he can beat Hazard from the victory here. So here we go. It's Hazard on the bottom, Vulkan on the top. Now Vulkan, as you can see in the deck selection right below, he's playing the Pompeyo balloon deck. And what a heads up play he makes relatively early in this match. Guys, check this out. So early on, he's just cycling. He's going to use a defensive miner. He's cycling the Inferno Dragon. He uses his Tombstone. He's not going to be aggressive. That's exactly what you should be doing or shouldn't be doing with this deck. Just taking what the opponent gives you and trying to identify their air counters. That's going to be key in this exchange right here. Ice Golem Mega Minion. Hazard uses his E-Wiz. So Vulkan responds with a fireball, and then Hazard's going to make a big mistake. The Mega Minion. As soon as Vulkan sees that Mega Minion, he knows His two best air targeting counters are out of hand. An incredible heads-up play. He places that balloon a little bit back. He sends in that miner and a beautiful balloon connection to take that right tower. I know it might not seem like much, guys, but that's the type of plays that really can up your game. If you're looking at your opponent's deck, trying to dissect what their counters are to your win condition, you can tell that Vulkan, he might not have known all 4 cards left in Hazard's deck. Maybe he did. Either way, he saw Ewiz and Mega Minion and he thought to himself, man, he already saw the poison earlier too, so he knew he didn't have Fireball. So he said, all he has in hand right now is poison. What else could he have? And he just went in with the balloon, an incredibly heads-up play, and it basically won the match for Vulkan here without even needing to play the all he has to do from here on out is defend. Maybe that's a little bit of a stretch without needing to play, but all he has to do from this point out is defend, and he can defend really well with this deck. He has obviously everything that he needs. Even for the P.E.K.K.A, he has the Inferno Dragon, he has the Miner to use defensively, as you just see again there for the Royal Ghost. Inferno Dragon taking care of that P.E.K.K.A after the Ice Golem kited it to the opposite lane, and then we're just gonna again Fireball that Ewiz, let the Mega Minion take care of it, and again just kind of keep up the pressure here, but also concentrate mostly on defending. Ice Golem there's gonna block the lane. A beautiful catch with that Tombstone on that Miner. Another just incredible, it's just this series of micro plays by Vulkan here, just able to continue, and he knows to go aggressive there. He's gonna tower trade. It's okay, Hazard, take my left tower. Hazard obviously an incredible player in his own right. Balloon death damage, gonna go ahead and take down that left tower. I wanted to show you this replay, not because it was the best match I've ever seen Vulkan play, just because of that one heads up moment that I know can translate to a lot of your gameplay. If you're gonna play the Pompeyo balloon deck, or if you're gonna play a deck like it using the balloon as a win condition, just keep track of their air targeting counters. This especially applies, by the way, to drafts, guys, and there's the play they're playing on replay right now. Just an incredibly heads up play. But anyway, next draft challenge that comes along, guys, I mean, that is draft 101. You play passively if you have an air targeting win, or an air win condition, excuse me, like a balloon. You just identify you get them to use their air targeting cards, and then you attack. And here we go, guys, setting the table. We have Carter, who's been playing really well for NRG as well, and then Vulkan, and it's all on the line here. NRG versus Team Solo Mid, who is going to come out on top. And I was so excited watching this match live, just knowing how hot Carter is as well. He's been playing really well, and I think that a lot of people in the pro scene already knew that Carter was an extremely good player, but I think he's starting to prove it already. He had an incredible performance, not this day, but the last time as well. I'm not sure if he swept, but I think he picked up 2 W's in King of the Hill. So here we go, guys. The great thing about this match is, and this will not disappoint you guys, is it's going to be 3 Muskie versus 3 Muskie. Both players playing the new version with Fireball 3 Muskie, and Vulkan going a little bit old school with the regular Hog Rider, and then of course Carter going a little bit new school with the Royal Hogs. Otherwise, Carter has a Valkyrie, Vulkan has guards, Carter has a skeleton, Vulkan has Ice Spirit. Otherwise, their decks are the same. Basically the same sort of idea on these decks. However, I would give maybe a slight advantage on the matchups to Carter here, because the Hunter is a hard counter to Hog Rider, whereas Hunter is not necessarily a hard counter to the Royal Hogs. So just that kind of secondary win condition, or actually, to be honest with you, when you're playing decks like these, the Hogs are mainly going to be your win condition. Sometimes the Musketeers, but the Hogs, especially in single elixir time, you're going to be leaning on very heavily. So here we go. It's going to be a couple Musketeers taken care of by the Princess Tower, actually all 3 Musketeers, and then early damage advantage goes to Carter here, but we're not even halfway into this match, and boy does it get good. Wait till you see the ending. If you did not see the ending, man, you're in for a treat. So Fireball for Vulkan comes down on the Royal Hogs along with the Log. So, you know, that's a -1 trade for Vulkan, and it just kind of illustrates, again, you can see he's coming at an elixir disadvantage here of 1 because of that exchange, and that's what Vulkan's going to be forced to do every single time. Not always using the fireball, but always having to expend a little bit more elixir defending those Royal Hogs than Carter's going to have to do on the other side. So here we go. It's going to be split 3 Musketeers behind the Ice Golem, an exact mirror play by both of these players here. Vulkan actually responding to Carter's early plays, and then he's going to use his guards, I assume here. Guards come down, a beautiful predictive log by Carter, seeing the guards coming a mile away. However, no more damage other than the log on that right tower. This time Vulkan tries to go in, but he sees the last card of Carter. It's unfortunately the Valkyrie. So he's going against a Valkyrie in Royal Hogs. Look at this Hunter play. Oh, no, that's the next push. My bad. 30 seconds left here. This is going to be a tricky situation here for Vulkan. He's able to defend a little bit of those Royal Hogs, but because of that fireball and the knockback effect, he allows Carter to get a lot of damage on his right tower. Here comes another Hog Rider in the right lane. He's going to go right into that Hunter. He does get 1 swing against that tower, but then a Valkyrie responds to these guards in the opposite lane. Carter says, well played. Here he goes. Vulkan definitely has his work cut out for him here. So again, here comes the Hunter and Ice Golem. Is Vulkan going to send in the Hog Rider? Yes, he is. And there goes the 3 Musketeers. A beautiful fireball comes down. Now remember, neither of these players have a zap, so they can't fireball zap and immediately kill the opponent's 3 Musketeers. I'm sure both of them would have liked to have a zap in this matchup, though. It really would have given them a huge advantage had either of the players had zap. However, you can't deny the utility of the log, especially with these Royal Hog pushes, or against the Royal Hog in the same time, right? So here it comes. This time, the Hog does get 1 hit. The fireball comes down, and look at this, guys. This is where things get really serious. We're about 30 seconds into sudden death overtime. Here comes the Royal Hogs. This time, the Hunter's placed right in the middle of the lane. Vulkan cannot get cute here, cannot try to avoid the log. He'll take the log damage. There it is, but he needs to make sure he kills those Royal Hogs as quickly as humanly possible. Here comes the big counter push here for Vulkan. Is he going to play the Hog? He's going to take care of the Valkyrie. Here's the Hog. Hog comes down. Hunter comes down. Fireball comes down. Hog gets 1 hit on the tower. Log comes down. Fireball again. Skeletons to redirect that Hunter. 200 damage left on Carter's tower. Check this out, guys. Check this final push out. Royal Hogs going in. Log coming down for Vulkan. This Ice Golem is blocking Vulkan's Hog. Another log blocks the Hog. The Royal Hogs are on the tower. Oh my God. Carter cannot believe it. He whips off his headset. He throws down his device. He is so frustrated, and can you blame him? I think everybody at this point is in shock in the studio. Let's watch the replay. Even Vulkan is like, oh my God, that finish. Told you the finish was pretty amazing. Look at this, guys. Look it. Hog coming down. Royal Hogs make contact right now. Hog still blocked by that. What was that? What was that? I didn't even see the Hog swing there. That was so crazy. That was just an epic ending, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. The legend of Vulkan lives on. Of course, huge shout out to Team Solo Mid for winning this match behind really just an amazing performance again by Vulkan. So I think that Vulkan, in my mind, is flirting with top 5, or probably in the top 5 out of all performers worldwide that I've seen so far in Clash Royale League. He's just playing at just such an elite level. Again, maybe Canario on his level at this point. There's a lot of good players, but geez, Vulkan has been dominating. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this type of episode, kind of highlighting some really awesome matches in CRL. Feel free to use any of the 3 decks that Vulkan played. I'll have all the deck links in the description below, along with, Vulkan's player stats and profile, thanks to statsroyale.com, as well as his YouTube channel and his social media. So guys, huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well in the description below. Guys, thank you, and as always, take care, guys.